Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Dr. Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored this morning, man. We need that word every morning.
Oh, man, I appreciate you. I'm always excited to share the word because, listen, Rick, the fact that we have a praise break every day lets us know that there is something in us that loves God. And Dietrich Hatton said, I love him like I do. And he speaks really about how God can take you from the bottom, and before you know it, you find yourself on top. I like that right there, because whatever else I've discovered about life, there are some things we can do, and then God handles what we can't do. And before you know it, you're in a place that you never would have gotten if you were left to do it all by yourself. But God is good enough. I think the old phrase is this: if you see a turtle on top of a steak, you discover that turtle did not get there by itself. A turtle cannot rise to a high level without some help. And in this life, you can't get from where you are to where you want to go without some help. That means some other hands have plans that get into what it is you're trying to do. And before you know it, in spite of people trying to stop you, in spite of life going wrong, in spite of what you have going against you, you end up in a better place than you ever would have been in, because some other hands helped you get where you are going and where you are. That's why the Bible says, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or imagine, according to the power and work within us. I love him like I do, because God is able to do stuff for us that blows our mind. God is able to do stuff for us that you never thought about, you never asked for. God is mind-blowing. God will surprise you. And since God is good like that, I might as well testify that's why I love him like I do.
I know that's right, Pastor Haynes. That's a good word. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can follow you.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook. You can follow me there, Frederick D. Haynes. And I have a YouTube channel where you can check out my sermons, Frederick Haynes.
There it is. All right, let's get into some music right here, man. I Love Him Like I Do by Dietrich Hatton. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great.
All right, 11 minutes after the hour, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show got your front page right here, being brought to you by
Urban One. No election or issue is too small if it impacts our community. Don't sit on the sidelines this year. Make sure you are registered to vote and vote early. Get answers to questions that you have about registering to vote, voting, and elections by logging on to onevote2022.com. Maria Moore, what's happening?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, everyone. Here are your headlines this morning. The president of Russia and China are set to have a one-on-one meeting today. The two are meeting as part of a summit of a security group formed by Beijing and Moscow. Now, in the wake of the war of Ukraine, all eyes will be on this meeting today. Meanwhile, the coffin of Queen Elizabeth II lies in state in Westminster Abbey today, as thousands of mourners wait in line for hours to pay their respects. The imperial state crown, encrusted with nearly 3,000 diamonds, sits on top of the casket. The funeral will be on Monday in the Abbey. Here in the U.S.
I'm tired of y'all talking about this drug dealer funeral. I see that casket one more damn time. I ain't going to no more funerals. But go on to the next.
I was trying to get through it, Ricky. I was trying to get through it. We almost at the finish line. Monday. We almost there, Ricky. Just hold on.
You said what day you said?
On Monday. Just hold on. Okay? All right. Here in the U.S., Ricky, a black teenager from Iowa who killed her rapist was sentenced in order to pay $150,000 in restitution to the man's family. Piper Lewis was a human trafficking victim and 15 years old when she stabbed her accused rapist to death. Initially charged with first-degree murder, she pleaded involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 5 years of probation in addition to the order to pay restitution. That's a quick look at your morning news headlines. Roxy, what you got in sports?
Well, everybody's talking about Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver suspended 1 season and fined $10 million after investigations find him guilty of a toxic, hostile workplace. For more than 70 current and former employees complained about inappropriate behavior, including uses of the N-word word. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver stepped up to the podium and said this.
Remember, while there were these terrible things, there were also many, many people who had very positive things to say about him through this process. And ultimately, I took all of that into account in making the decision that the 1-year suspension plus the fine was appropriate.
LeBron James says, no, it wasn't. He expressed his thoughts, and then his exact quotes. I got to be honest, our league definitely got this wrong. There is no place in this league for that kind of behavior. I deeply respect our leadership, but this isn't right. There's no place for misogyny, sexism, and racism in any workplace.
I agree.
So, this thing's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, man. LeBron and his fellow, peers are not gonna let this, die down. Cause some people think, hey, $2 million, that's a lot of money. Man, this dude's a billionaire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, stay tuned. We got Rock T NFL picks of the week coming up later on in the show. That is my sports report. Gary with the T, what's up there, Peppy?
All right, y'all. People are still talking about this feud between Pete Davidson and Kanye West. They're saying, y'all, that it is still raging on. Now, they say even though, honey, the comedian is no longer dating Kim Kardashian, which I didn't know Pete Davidson was a comedian, but I know he did appear on Saturday Night Live. But it's being reported, y'all, that the former Saturday Night Live star appeared on the Emmys, honey, as a presenter the other day, and they're saying his choice of wardrobe between he and Kanye was very suspicious. Now they're saying Davidson wore a Dickies jacket and pants was definitely, honey, him making a statement because it seemed to troll the same outfit that Kanye wore at the Met Gala back in 2019 when Kim Kardashian was his date. Now they're saying that there seems to be no love lost between the two men who bickered privately via text and again publicly when Kanye took the beef on it to his social media pages calling Pete Skeet. They say it's immature and childish, but it's hard not to laugh at Davidson's level of petty. And they say he knew the fans would definitely notice that, child. And that's sad that he did that to poor Kanye. Kanye let it go. He wasn't arguing with that boy no more and he let him go. He said you and Kim then broke up now and he and Kim may be trying to work on getting back together again. But this man is publicly doing stuff to get at him. And you know Kanye don't play that, honey. He'll get his goons on him. But there you go, honey. He, honey, did what he had to do, child.
His
So
goons on him.
you know, honey, he got them goons as they call them, honey. So,
The rappers.
yeah, okay. So let's get it, child. All right, y'all. Well, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is pale papaya. On the high end, you say pale papaya.
Pale
and on
papaya.
And low end, you say orange. Orange, that's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, I got some more R. Kelly news, and I'm going to tell you what happened up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. It's safe to be anybody by Indeed. That's right. When you think of hiring, think of Indeed. Their in hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, yesterday, R. Kelly was found guilty on 6 out of 13 counts of child pornography charges. According to TMZ, he was specifically found guilty on 3 counts of child pornography and 3 counts of inciting minors for sex, while being acquitted on 7 others. Each of the child pornography charges carries a minimum of 10 years in prison. While Kelly was found guilty, his 2 alleged co-conspirators, Darrell McDavid and Milton June Brown, were both acquitted on all charges. Ooh, they snitched. I bet. They have been accused of fixing Kelly's 2008 trial for state child porn charges by allegedly intimidating with paying off witnesses. But it took the jury a total of 11 hours of deliberation before reaching a verdict. This is the second time that Kelly has been convicted in the past year after being sentenced to 30 years in federal prison in New York back in June. Why you take that exhale, Ricky?
Yeah, because once they sit him in there and put that little bag of Burger King in front of him. Yeah, them onion rings and that damn Whopper Jr. with cheese.
Man, come on, man.
That's.
Yeah, man, my mama did it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, flame bro. The Whopper Jr. It would be a whole Whopper, a Whopper Jr.
Right.
Yeah, no onions. Yeah, man, I love my mama, but she did it. Why you hitting them onion rings be hot?
Them onion rings be off the chain, dog. Fresh out that grease. Fresh out that grease. Put that ketchup on them bad boys.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, the ketchup is better than that zesty sauce.
Yeah,
I don't know who came up with that zesty
Boy,
sauce.
R. Kelly's finna go to jail. Somebody just a small bag of damn Burger King.
Don't laugh. All right, y'all, moving on. In an interview with XXL, Eminem revealed that he and Snoop ended their beef after Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm last year. He explained, "We both were like, bro, this is stupid. This is stupid as hell to be feuding right now. I think it was a miscommunication at the time in regard to him being on my album, The Mathers LP." Eminem continued, "I think he wanted to do something with me and maybe gave you the idea or something, and you said something to the effect of, let's hear what the song is first. Let's hear what type of song it is. And at some point, the message got lost by the time it got to Snoop, and he took it as Eminem not wanting to rock with him. But I'm happy that we're able to come together and squash everything." So that is good. When somebody gets sick and be on their deathbed, that you do need to squash the beef with whoever and make it right. You need to squash it anyway, because you only live once and life is too short and people leaving up out of here too quick, man. All right, y'all, moving on. Tory Lanez appeared in court yesterday for his criminal trial on charges that he opened fire on Meg Thee Stallion. Now, a judge granted his request to delay the trial date because his lawyer is in the middle of handling another case. Meanwhile, Megan's ex-best friend, Kelsey Nicole, was brought in to speak with the judge. The 27-year-old was told to return to court on December 9th under a subpoena from prosecutors. Now, Judge Hereford also said Kelsey must remain on standby as a possible prosecution witness following jury selection, which will take place on December 5th. Ooh, I can't wait to hear what's happening in that, because I'm so tired of all of that going back and forth. Yeah. I just want to know. But sometimes, even if you do it, if you don't do it, it still be not really what happened. You know, like... Right. They could find stuff and it still not be somebody's fault who is supposed to be, or the other way around. You just never know. But I'm interested to hear what everybody has to say. It's sad that the best friend turned on Meg Thee Stallion, but I don't know everything that happened, but I just want to hear it. I'm very interested in finding out, and I'll keep y'all posted on what's going on too as I find out. All right, y'all, last but not least, John Legend's new video for Wonder Woman is a tribute to the power and grace of women, and he debuted it on his 9th wedding anniversary. There's a romantic twist to the video. It was shot in Tucson, the region of Italy, by filmmaker Nabil Elderkin, who originally introduced Legend to his wife, Chrissy Teigen. Now, the couple, who met in 2006, appeared throughout the clip together, and on Twitter, Legend posted the video with a love note that read, "I married my Wonder Woman 9 years ago. Happy anniversary, my love. You never cease to amaze me." The song is from his 8th studio album called Legend. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my goodness.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Gary, you need to get you somebody and you'll understand. Little sentiments like this is really sweet.
Yeah, but you making a thing Wonder Woman to other women and you got a wife. He should have made that just to Christy.
Chris got to pay the bills. And Brad, thank you for saying debuted. I was listening to Maria's syndicated midday show, and she said debuted. And I tried to text her. She didn't text me back.
I did not. I ignored that text message.
Maria, did you hear? She said you said debut. You would have viewed.
Yeah.
You got
That's
it.
Fine. That's her remix. You know, you can remix the words.
That's all right. No, he's saying you
Totally
remixed
fine.
it, not me.
Oh, did I remix it? I probably did. You know, got all these kids and these dogs over here. Everything's
Distraction. There you go, Maria. Distraction.
Make it your own, baby girl. Make it your own.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use, and y'all should hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 10 before the top of the hour, y'all. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Yeah, what up, Rick? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Today's news is sponsored by the National Association of Midget Lift Drivers. The motto is call us now, we'll be there shortly. All right. So many things in this life that we cannot trust. Hey, I don't make up these sponsors. I just read the ones that say something. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you're going to talk about
Go on with your list now. Go on. Come on.
Here you go, Maria. Maria, there's so many things in life that you just can't trust, and I just want to give you a list of a few of them. Stupid Dave, give me some can't trust it music.
Oh.
You can never trust a wedding pastor with a stuttering problem.
You can't.
You cannot trust a pastor with a stuttering problem. I now pronounce you. Okay. Never trust a pimp that only got one hoe. You can never trust a psychic that's been struck by lightning.
Right.
Never trust a person with bad breath to tell you a secret. You can never trust a barber with a hair allergy. Never trust a tattoo artist with hiccups. Right. Never trust a real fat vegan. Never trust a church. Never trust a church treasurer that got child support warrants. Never trust a musty deodorant salesman. Never trust a mechanic whose car ain't running.
Right.
Never trust a faith healer that's on dialysis. Never trust a personal trainer who smoked Newports. You never trust, Ricky, a stripper to use her government name at work. Coming to the stage, Lynette Green. No, that don't work. Never trust an astrologer that can't spell Aquarius or Sagittarius.
Right.
You never trust a choir director that don't know the words to Order My Steps.
Come on now.
Never trust a cosmetic surgeon whose wife is an A-cup. Never trust an airline pilot that like to play practical jokes. Never trust a personal trainer rock with a Viagra addiction. It's going to be a personal trainer with a Viagra addiction. That's going to be a real awkward spot on that bench press. Okay, bro, you want to back up a little bit? Never trust a proctologist that can palm a basketball. Never trust a gynecologist that don't clip his fingernails. You never trust a criminal attorney. You never trust a paralyzed chiropractor.
Oh my God.
I know, Maria.
Yeah, you never trust a paralyzed chiropractor. You also never want to trust a cockeyed barber. You never want to.
And this segment is being brought to you by who?
By the National Association of Midget Uber Drivers. Call us now. We'll be there shortly.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
It's our Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. This segment is being brought to you by.
Cabins are moving fast for the Tom Joyner Foundation Fantastic Voyage selling 2023 on Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Don't miss the boat. Go to fantasticvoyage2023.com today for details.
Yeah, just go.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Okay, it's being reported, y'all, that Nick Cannon has welcomed his 11th child. Some reports saying it's 9th child, and some reports are saying it's his 11th child. But anyway, this child is here, honey. He's had this child with the beautiful model, Miss Lanisha Cole. Now, if y'all don't know who Lanisha is, she was, y'all, one of the models on The Price is Right. Did you ever watch The Price is Right? Anybody watch that show?
Wow. Back in the day.
Yeah, well, she's the former Price is Right model, and they said she just threw photos for a loop, honey, by posting several photos of herself with a man who was a Nick. Now, they're saying that she led people to believe that the John Doe was in fact her unborn child's father. But on yesterday, the speculation ceased after Lanisha shared a delivery room photo of herself and Nick welcoming their beautiful baby girl into the world. Now, Nick also shared a sweet post, y'all, about his new bundle of joy, y'all, and it was so touching. Here's what he read. He put introducing, here's the baby name, y'all. Her name is Onyx Ice Cold Cannon. Now they're saying, y'all, that the wild
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Yes. He said, once again today, I'm in awe of the divine feminine, y'all. God has given me and Miss Lanisha Cole the privilege of hosting an angel here on earth. He said, I vow to protect, provide, guide, and love this child to the best of my abilities. In the lengthy post, y'all, they're saying Nick vowed to protect his newborn daughter from the world's criticism, sharing, I promise to love this little girl with all my heart, regardless what anyone says. I've given up, honey, on attempting to define myself for the world or society, but instead I'm doing the work to heal and grow into infinite being God ordained me to be. Hopefully I can teach Onyx the same, to not let others share or shame or ridicule her with their outside opinions, because when they do, they are only projecting their own harsh experiences, pain, and social programming onto her unblemished beauty.
Message.
Yeah. I mean, it's all cute, but when them babies become teenagers, boy, you got all them teenagers at one time, when all the babies turn 15. When they start going crazy, everybody had teenagers. That's when they start losing their mind. When they turn 15, they bigger than you, testosterone. They start, the girls become women. And boy, them closing the door, locking the door, attitude, stomping up the steps. Can I drive? Can I get the credit card? All at one time.
But they obviously gonna be all in different houses though, because these are different.
Yeah, but they all gonna be over there.
I think what Nick is doing is cool. Rick, you need to follow his lead and start. You need to start, getting some chicks pregnant.
Man, I
get you about 9 chicks pregnant right now.
Crazy.
You don't want no more puppies?
Barely, I can barely do these grandkids.
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
Sit up there, man, me trying to watch TV and Grayson's beating my grandson talk non-stop. I had to train him, hey, when I start looking off and looking around, ADHD hit, stop talking. Don't all them run-on sentences drive me crazy.
Imagine you got 8 of them in there the same age.
Bro, I can't, nobody. He had that little 6-year-old talk a lot non-stop age. I'm like, hey, okay. Trying to cook, trying to season the food right, can't focus.
Grayson be hitting with them run-on sentences.
Man, they non-stop. Paragraphs. No periods, all commas. All commas. I said, sir, please. I have to shake out
Yes.
Oh.
Well, honey, congratulations to Nick. I think that's a beautiful name, though. Onyx Ice Cold. And it's not cold, y'all. It's cold because her last name is Cole, C-O-L-E. So he put it together with ice and named Onyx Ice Cold.
That's kind of dope.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cute name. They got some new names for these children now.
I mean,
so congratulations.
They could have just kept it, just regular and didn't put no thought into it. Come up with a name like Gary.
Oh, baby, Gary is a beautiful name. I know one thing. They won't know who Gary is before they see him, honey.
I know that's right. You tell them.
They won't know me before they see me, honey. It ain't Ricky. They know who Ricky is. Oh, honey, there he goes. There's Ricky.
No thought into it.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nah. So, baby, they don't know Gary. Gary's a universal name.
All right, then.
Yeah. Moving on, child. Another celebrity news, y'all. Kimora Lee Simmons, baby. They say this girl gonna join Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, honey. It's being reported, y'all, that Kimora's reps are actively negotiating, y'all, to bring her on for next season. Now, they're saying that, baby, they said people close to Bravo said that Kimora is ready to join and that the two camps are working out her compensation and other contract issues. But for right now, they're told that this is definitely going to be a good deal. So y'all think Kimora needs some money because she's going on that show? Because she was the baby fat girl. She was married to Russell, honey, with all the money.
Yeah, I'm sure she good. I'm sure Russ took care of her pretty well.
You think that her other husband, honey, was supposed to be going to jail because he was embezzling? I think.
Oh, damn.
Well, she's taking care of herself, but she has a lot of businesses, and she's a successful woman in her own right. So I think she's good with her own money.
And that's a good opportunity to build your brand.
Yeah.
You got a platform to build your brand on. They build content around your brand building.
Yeah. Yep. And they don't throw water at each other, I don't think, on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So.
Water, champagne.
That too, Ricky.
So who throw water?
The Kahlua today is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today got Calypso Coral. On the high end, you say Calypso Coral. And on the low end, you say beautiful orangey red. That's your Kahlua for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, I got your wake-up calls. Hit me up right now. The phone lines are wide open. 866-9-RICKY. 866-9-RICKEY. Rick's Line Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rick's Line Morning Show. It's time for the wake-up calls. Get at your boy. 866-9-RICKY. Here we go. Wake up.
Wake up. It's time to get
yourself together.
Hey. You up this morning, slid you in your house shoes up with me better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I know you call it. Come on, just wake up.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to give a shout out to you, Ricky, and the whole morning crew, and to the whole 843. The Chuck Town, we standing up, baby. Good morning, everybody. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Mary from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm sending a wake-up call to myself. Wake the hell up. You got grandkids coming this weekend. Wake up, wake up.
This is Terry calling from Cleveland, Ohio. This is a wake-up call for all my coworkers at Georgetown. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Tamiko Smith, my daughter Jayla Smith. We want to wake up Kid Mose and the Anthony Smith in Houston, Texas. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Torrance calling from Baton Rouge. Wake up, Ties and Trace. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, come on.
St. Gainesville, wake up. Let's go Meridian, wake up. Let's go Greenwood, wake up. Let's wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. Shout to Yale, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, 24 minutes after the hour. appreciate it. Brad, this segment is being brought to you by...
At churches, we put it all on the table for less. Get 10-piece legs and thighs, get 2 sides, 5 honey butter biscuits, and 5 jalapeno peppers, starting at just $20. Church's Texas Chicken, welcome to the great state of flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
All right, y'all, Rick's Smiley Morning Show, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. I'm just going to have a little conversation. We've had this conversation, and we're going to have more conversation about this because we really want to keep people safe. I went live this morning and I was just trying to point out some things to help people as they drive to work. Everybody, all the truck drivers, morning commute, people that have to be at work at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock when it's still dark outside, or if you're coming home at night. And I'm telling y'all, we have some bad habits that will get us actually killed. And you know, it's a lot of people in the cemetery right now. That's in the cemetery right now. Had they paid attention to a detail, would still be alive. You know, this whole thing of it was just your time. No, it's not just your time. You know, watching around, checking your surroundings, when you're walking out of department stores and, figuring out where you're going to park, putting some time and effort into how you're going to park, how you're going to position your car. Not going all the way up to a red light when you got hidden spaces, with buildings and corners where somebody can run out and hit you from the side, going through drive-throughs late at night when you got criminals coming from behind the fence, robbing and shooting and killing people, you know, catching them in that back behind the drive-through in these fast food restaurants. Man, we got to really learn how to be safe, man. What is the best way? You know, should you go to the drive-thru or should you just order Uber Eats or DoorDash or something and have these people drop your food off on the front porch? Getting a Ring camera, investing in cameras in your house and watching out when you go. Even in traffic, I was driving yesterday and I was like, thank you God for rush hour traffic. Thank you God for bumper to bumper rush hour traffic, because guess what? When people driving fast or whatever, you don't even see people coming in your rearview mirror. You ever had a car pass you so fast and zip in front of you, it scared the hell out of you. And it's like, what if that car, you know, flip over and just stand over in the left lane, just operating like something will happen. Because when you just move around, whether you're going to work, coming from work, or going through the drive-thru or going here or there, and you operate like nothing will happen or nothing can happen, that's when something happens. But man, your head got to be like a swivel, and you got to check your surroundings at all times, where you park. Look at the cars around where you park. You know, you see a certain car and you see people sitting in the car and they looking weird and got hoodies on and just looking weird, and it's 4 of them. It's 4. I saw a car pulled in a plaza, and I saw 4 people in the car. Well, who's in the store? You know what I'm saying? Right. If 2 people in the back seat, 2 people in the front seat, there ain't nobody making no eye contact and they got hoods on, they looking weird. That's an indication that nobody's in the store. You didn't pull up usually when you pull up to a department store, everybody get out the car. Mm-hmm. Why are 4 people sitting in the car? And I pulled up right next to him. I'm like, no, I'm not going to park right here. I don't feel safe. I'm talking about just looking around, paying attention to detail. We don't want to have your funeral, man. You want to see your grandkids grow up, and you got to walk around, damn near paranoid. I've watched a lot of people last moments on First 48, like, damn, if they would have just been looking to the left or looking to the right. Any event that they have that they don't have valet parking is not good enough for you to attend. Walk into your car from the club, walk into your car from the concert, try to figure out, okay, if I'm going to the concert, let me just take my car to the Marriott Hotel and let me get an Uber to drop me off at the front door of the concert hall. And the Uber pick me up at the front door from the concert hall and drive me back to the Marriott and get my car out of that. Like those little details. You see what I'm saying, Brad? You walking, Brad, Marie, you can't do it. You got this generation, man, and you got a carnage going on. They robbing, they plotting, they looking, huh?
And a comedian friend of ours, I don't want to put it out there, but a comedian friend of ours just got robbed last week. Somebody followed him to his gated community, pulled in behind him and robbed him in front of his house. He was on the phone the whole time he was driving and didn't pay attention that somebody was following him. Luckily, he didn't get shot.
Our former manager, Denise Howard, they robbed her at a gas station and dragged her and almost took her life.
Yeah.
And all of us had to stay at her house when we was performing in Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She runs the Universe Soul Circus. And please get your gas in the midday time at a gas station that's busy and do not go get gas at night. I'm sorry. Don't do it. In no city.
And pay attention to when you're pulling in the grocery stores or shopping malls, you'll see people just sitting in their cars.
Right.
And sometimes it can be innocent. They may be talking, but sometimes people are watching other people.
Right. Drive around the gas station, circle the gas station a couple of times like I do and look in all the cars and make sure that everybody look okay and somebody not making eye contact and looking real weird.
Yeah.
And their vibe is off. Come on, God has given everybody a sense of discernment. Use it.
Looking for their next victim.
Use it. You don't want to die. Imagine, I want everybody to think about this. I'm going to leave you with this. Imagine the police walking up, knocking on your door, telling your wife and kids or your mother or your grandmother that they need to come to the morgue, that the homicide division, come down to the morgue. Your loved one has been killed. I just want everybody to think about that for a minute before you get to the red light and text somebody or look down at your phone at Instagram, TikTok, or on social media while it's dark outside and not checking your surroundings. People are out to kill you. I want you to be paranoid. We are, the Smiley household is a family of five. Five. Me and my 4 kids. 2 of us, 2 out of 5 are gunshot victims. From the community from which we serve. Right? Think about that. I could have been dead. My daughter could have died. We are living in dangerous times. I want to tell you, America, please be careful. Check your surroundings. Be paranoid. Be scared. Say, I don't want to live like that. You better, or you ain't gonna live. So just keep that in mind. Check your surroundings, protect your home, protect yourself, go get protection. Take tactical training, not just going to a shooting range. Go and take situational training and tactical training. So when a situation occurs, you know what to do and how to move. Cause that's the difference between life and death. So I hope y'all share this video. I hope y'all play this back over and over. You can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com if you want to hear this audio again. Get into the details and save your life and save your kids' life because we are living in dangerous times. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, who is this?
Really, Sean.
Hey, Black Tone, what you doing this weekend?
Jay, what you doing this weekend? What's up?
I'm in Lafayette Saturday in Coral Springs tomorrow night. Won't you come talk to the people, man? People concerned about
you ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing. I gotta get out of there. I gotta get out of the situation I'm in right now, though.
You not coming to work this morning?
I'm at work.
You where?
Are you in the building?
I'm at work. Yup. I'm in the building.
Where?
I'm in the building. I'm in the bathroom. Don't put my real name on there. I don't want her to know I had bubble gut this morning. She ain't on here.
Bruh, come on, bro.
Look, Shotty, I had a bubble gut, but listen.
What floor?
Oh,
what
Lord.
Floor?
Shotty, that's what I'm saying. I was eating some apples and drinking some coffee on my way to work.
Eating some what?
I'm trying to be healthy. I ate 2 apples and I was
what kind of apple?
Coffee.
The red was on the Granny Smith.
I had a red one and I had a yellow one. Golden, it was a golden delicious.
Yeah, them crisps.
But look, Shotty.
Wait a minute, what kind of apple? What kind of apple it was?
It was the red and the golden delicious.
The one that's real.
The red yellowish ones. They real crunchy too.
Real crispy.
I've been watching my real website. She said, be healthy, eat fruit in the morning. So I'm trying to do like she said.
So what kind of coffee you had? You had how many apples? You had 2 apples, and you had a red one and the yellow crispy one.
Yeah, the golden delicious.
And you had the big red Christmas apples.
And I had a big red Christmas. Yeah, the real crunchy.
Big ass Christmas apples that you have to cut in 4.
And I had grandma. But look, Shawty, I need you to call building security.
For what?
Cause I don't know what floor I'm on.
You don't know what floor you're on?
Yeah, cause I had a bubble guts. I just got in the elevator and I just pushed the buttons and I just ran out.
You don't know what floor your job on? You ain't been to work so long, you don't know what floor the morning show on?
Shout out, I was trying to get to the quickest bathroom. I'm either on the 4th or the 6th or the 9th or the 12th or the 11th. It's one of them. It's one of them.
There's a lot of floors in this building.
I know, Shouty, but the lock got stuck on the bathroom. I'm stuck here on the toilet stool. I can't get out.
Oh,
please call the building security. Tell them to just check all the bathrooms on every floor.
So what kind of coffee you had with the apples?
From Quick Trip.
Oh yeah, the tall one.
Yeah, the big one.
How many creams you put in there? The light cream, that French vanilla. You had that French vanilla delight cream.
I had the French vanilla and the caramel, and and it was another what that go? MOCHA, the mocha.
Nah, that caramel macchiato you had. That caramel macchiato.
Yeah, that's it.
And 2 crispy apples. They got your stomach toe up.
You're
not making some little Dairy Queens.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, this is why I used to get pinched at church. Boy, that don't remind me of my grandmama's church.
He sang that, boy.
They do not love the Lord.
They held that harmony. That was 9-part harmony.
Boy, when you record an album sitting on top of a washing machine with it on speed.
That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like, Ricky.
Trying to turn people against Jesus. Never going to church again.
Okay, what is that, Brad?
That sounds like something else too, Ricky. But I'm gonna
love this song.
Gospel monks.
Oh man.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, bro, I'm crying. Gary, ain't that your old church?
Let me tell you something. I'm just listening. I love the because that was people that talked to the Lord, honey. Right now, they're not getting to him. They talked to the Lord, honey. He understood them, and we understood it. I love it. Play it again.
He heard that cry.
Play it one more time, honey.
Oh, I'm crying, Gary. What you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, honey. We need those people because we're praying, y'all. Prayers for Wendy. I'll talk about it next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, man.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The prayer warriors are definitely being solicited, y'all, for Wendy Williams. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, but it's being reported that Wendy, y'all, has checked into a wellness facility for overall health issues. Now, according to page 6, they're saying Wendy's publicist said in a statement, quote, Wendy has entered a wellness facility seeking help to manage her overall health issues. Ms. Williams is being treated by a team of some of the best doctors in the world. We ask for your prayer and well wishes during this time. However, they're saying a source told the newspaper that the wellness center, y'all, is actually a rehab center, honey, to treat Wendy's substance abuse issues. Now, they're saying a source said that it has gotten worse. They say Ms. Williams went from wine, y'all, to straight up vodka. So yeah.
I just hate it. I hate it. I remember when she would come and interview on this morning show, and then when she got her show, whatever, and I just really hate it. You just don't want to see that happen to anybody. And I think that marriage and how her husband did her drove her down that road. And around the same time, her mother passed away. Her sweet mother passed away. Her mother was really sweet, Brad. You would have loved her mother. We went to the same church, and to lose somebody like that, and then have your husband do you like that, that will drive a person to that. I really hate it. I feel bad for her. I really do.
Yeah. Especially if you had an addiction, honey, or experienced an addiction, and then, like you said, something like that to happen, going through the divorce and what have you, that triggered the addiction to come back. And, so we just got to keep Wendy lifted up in our prayers. Speaking of Wendy, the Sherry Shepherd show is on now. And, some people like Brad and I were talking about this. People get upset with God. And so some people are upset because Sherry has her show and she didn't bring back Wendy's producer, Suzanne or Norman, to the forefront. So people upset about that. So, honey, they talking about what they're going to do to the show and what have you. But so far, Sherry and Jennifer Hudson's show both came in at, rating tied. So congratulations to both. Mm-hmm, they both tied.
Did y'all watch the show? What do y'all think?
I love it. I think it's really good. I think it's bright and colorful. She has great topics. They play little games and stuff on there. Her guests have been great so far. I think she's doing great.
And now that was the Sherry show, right?
Sherry show. I hadn't seen Jennifer's
yet. Jennifer's show is good too. Jennifer's show came out, baby. Just go start giving out trips to Hawaii, honey, to everybody in the audience on the first show. So they both were good. I watched Sherry's as well. And they both were nice, like you said, and bright. And, so we're going to see. But one of them come on at 1 and one comes on at 4.
So we can watch both of them. They're not up against each other.
No.
So we got to support both of those shows because that's two platforms that people can go on to promote their projects and stuff, and that's good for them. We love Sherry Shepherd. We work with her on Dish Nation, and she's a personal friend because we're comedians. And then you got Jennifer Hudson, who we also love, who's talented, that can break out and just start singing on a dime. So that's really good to have sisters on TV like that.
Yep, so congratulations to them.
Sherry looking like a home snack.
Yeah. All right. Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh my God, this is touching. I might have to take a page from this woman's book. They're saying, if Cardi B hopes to collect her $4 million judgment, baby, from YouTuber Miss Tasha K, baby, they say she'll have to be forced to leave the country to find her. It's being reported, y'all, that Tasha K was ordered to pay Cardi B nearly only $4 million, honey, in damages and legal fees for slandering the Bronx rapper, y'all, on her YouTube channel. Well, unable to pay the judgment, Tasha has apparently, y'all, fled the U.S., honey, for the North African country of Morocco. Baby, they said Miss Tasha K moved to Africa, honey. She said, girl, come get me. No. They said she posted a photo of her Instagram page that shows her wearing a beautiful headscarf and a colorful kaftan dress, honey. And this is what Miss Tasha captioned in the image. Life in Africa is turning out to be exactly what I needed. A fresh start. This week, honey, I will be releasing my first vlog, honey, of my new life in Africa and showing you all our expanded family. She said, make sure you go to Tasha K Live and download it and so on and so forth, honey. So, isn't that nice, Ricky? If you owe somebody some money, you could leave the country and you don't have to pay them?
Is it worth it, though? Damn. You got to go all the way to Africa?
Yeah. She in Africa, and she put a beautiful Georgia mansion up, honey. She's renting it out and stuff, honey. So they're
gonna take that. If they find out, they're gonna.
I don't think. Does she own it?
Well, I don't know. She just said, honey, that she lives in her beautiful Atlanta mansion.
Airbnb funds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So congratulations, honey, on the move, child. So we can find out what's going on.
Are you sure she's in Africa? Are you sure Morocco? She's over there and that's not a virtual background? Because sometimes
Maria Messi.
And they just, I just making sure that she's actually there. Just asking. Never mind.
Come on now.
Yeah, she's sitting over there talking to somebody. Say hello there, Babar.
Yeah, hello, Babar.
All right then, well, honey, then she said she's there. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorites. The Kahlua today, y'all, Calypso Coral. On the high end, you say Calypso Coral, and on the low end, you say beautiful orangey red. That's your Kahlua for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the D. All right, y'all, listen, man, we got some stuff. We're going to be talking about some pandemic stuff coming up in West Trinity, man. We're going to talk about somebody, from a small business administration about the PPP fraud. You don't want to miss that. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Rock, Special K.
Yeah, dog.
Hey, boy, shout out to the people that came up here to fix the AC, cause we had a fan on in here, boy. The AC truly worked.
Yeah, it's kind of chilly in this bathroom.
Cold as hell. Yeah. Boy, I went in there to use the bathroom, Special K. It looked like I've been swimming.
Oh, man. Man.
K, you know.
Not the cold water shrimp cocktail. Oh, man, that one that come out before the salad. You know the one I'm talking about, Rob? Yeah, you know. Every man know the one I'm talking about. A shrimp cocktail to be on ice.
I went in there to use the bathroom. Boy, I looked down. I said, Lord, like I've been swimming. Boy, the AC so cold here got me drawn up, man.
Oh, man.
You know your balls just go up in your body? We got ovaries up in this month. Look at me back there laughing. Them whoppers. Man, look at here. Oh, man, this is not good. I really don't feel good about myself. That AC got you drawn up bad up here. That's how it goes.
Don't turn that heat on real fast.
Man, I turn the AC off, man. So cold up in here, but you can see your breath.
I'm seeing your website to look at real quick. Get you right. Real quick, man.
Maria, you okay?
I'm good. We have a special guest that we are so excited to talk to.
Yes, we do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 after the hour, y'all. So listen, during the height of the pandemic, the government tried to help the economy by setting aside more than $800 billion in COVID relief funds known as the PPP loans. Unfortunately, there are many people who took advantage of these relief funds and participated in what prosecutors are calling the largest fraud in United States history. And these are people out here, these are the people out here worried now that special units have been assigned to track folks down. So here to help answer some important questions you all have been asking about the PPP loans is Kendall Corley, the Deputy Chief of Staff for External Affairs with the Small Business Administration. Kendall, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, man, thank you for joining us, man. So it seems like in the news almost daily you see somebody getting caught for the misuse of the PPP loan given out during the pandemic. And recently there was a man in California who bought 3 exotic cars in similar cases across the country. So what's being done to catch people and who are they looking for?
Thank you so much, Ricky, for allowing me to be here as a faithful listener to the show. Yeah, the PPP loan was the fraud piece is real. Many of the cases we inherited from the previous administration. Our Administrator Guzman, has made it a priority that when we were able to catch up and realize what was going on, we put a number of fraud control measures in place to slow it down. But there are some deliberate fraudsters and those that abuse the system that, the president has made it clear. Our Inspector General has made it clear that we will pursue those intentional fraudsters.
Okay, well, President Biden extended the investigation, the statute of limitations for PPP and EIDL fraud. But what does this mean exactly, and who should be worried?
Those intentional fraudsters, those that, entered the system knowing that they wanted to buy Lamborghinis and cars and pay off bills that perhaps this was not meant for. It extended it up to 10 years to allow us, the SBA, the Inspector General, and others, partner organizations, to go after those intentional fraudsters and those abusers that really, not only let the American people down, but it hurt legitimate people like, you and I that want to run a small business, but, some folks make it harder for us, the legitimate folks, to enter into business.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we saw a lot of that on IG, you know, people flexing after getting those PPP loans. And, you know, switching gears, when it comes to working with the Small Business Administration, you know, there are a lot of opportunities. So how can Black and brown small businesses owners engage with the federal government through the SBA?
Absolutely. Thank you. You know, we realized that during the pandemic, folks were having a tough time, and the pandemic sort of exacerbated the issue of access to capital. A couple of things we've done is we've instituted a program called the Community Navigators Program, in which we've enlisted trusted community partners such as the Urban League, the Black Chamber, and others to work those communities, introduce prospective business folks and entrepreneurs to the products and services of SBA. We formed partnerships with John Hope Bryant. In fact, we had an engagement yesterday in California with his organization. And then also we entered into agreement with the National Panhellenic Council, in which we're talking with the Panhandle, the Divine Nine, on access to capital, disaster programs. For immediate assistance, you can reach out to one of our 68 field offices around the country, SBA.gov. You can go in, put in your zip code, and get in touch with our field offices, also our community navigators, who are tasked with introducing our products and services and technical assistance to communities around the country.
So basically, if you didn't have a business and you took out a PPP loan, and you going to jail.
Ricky, we don't want to scare folks in terms of doing business with SBA. We want those legitimate people to come to SBA. We want to be a part of your success. But the president has made it clear that, you know, those intentional fraudsters, and along with our partner organizations, that they will be pursued. But again, what we also saw, Ricky, that for PPP, a lot of folks didn't know SBA existed.
Right.
So that's why Administrator Guzman, the president, has made it, and the president, the Biden-Harris administration, has made it a priority for us to reach into those sort of non-traditional partners that we haven't reached before, such as the National Panhandle, working with our partners in our Community Navigators program around the country with our 51 tiered partners.
Hey, Kendall, thank you so much for joining us this morning. If people want more information or have questions, real quick, Kendall, where can they go?
SBA.gov, SBA.gov. Go in and put in your zip code. Get in touch with one of our 68 field officers or one of our community navigators to talk anything from technical assistance to access to capital. So
y'all show your love. Kendall, thank you for joining the Deputy Chief of Staff for External Affairs with the Small Business Administration.
Hey, hold on, Rick. Kendall, I got one more quick question because everybody...
Get out of bed.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What happened?
I'm sitting up there talking about some of them damn drug dealer funerals. Them funeral directors. Willie Earl got shot by 8 times. They got him in a casket with a smile on his face. Oh, man.
Like he died peacefully in his sleep.
Y'all missed it.
He got shot 19 times.
Ricky, how many times he got shot, K?
He got shot 19 times. They got him smiling peacefully.
Okay. Rick up here describing every position that's in the casket.
No, we mad because they keep showing Queen Elizabeth casket, man. You ain't dead to black people until we see the body. We need to see the body.
Oh, man.
We want open the casket. We want to see it or take it off TV because it's getting on my nerve. James Brown up here and then went and dyed his hair black on ESPN on Fox Sports.
You talking about sports broadcaster James Brown?
Yeah. He dyed his hair black and stuff, and then the Queen casket come march about between Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. When they talking, they keep showing the Queen. Open the casket. Take the flag off. We don't even know what the casket look like. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of they showed Aretha Franklin. They showed all of you to us, to black folks. You ain't dead until we see your ass laying up in there with that hat on, with that smile on your face, looking peaceful. Black people need to play the song, man. I'm sorry. Play the song. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. Rest in peace. The song goes out to Queen Elizabeth. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, excited about this segment of the show. One of my favorites, man. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Hey, good morning, Rick. Hey, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. I got 3 things for you, man. One, I mean, this thing is just ridiculous to me, but there's a judge in Iowa who ordered a teenager who killed her alleged rapist to pay his family $150,000 in restitution.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I saw that.
She was 15 years old when she killed this guy. Said that she was raped multiple times. Now, $150,000, to be fair, is a mandatory minimum for murder in the state of Iowa. My concern is why this was even viewed this way, and why I think what got me more is that he also ordered her to serve 200 hours of community service a year for 5 years. Because he said that she had a story that needed to be told and that other people needed to hear her story.
What?
Bro, you can't make this stuff up. She's repeatedly raped. She kills somebody in self-defense. As a result, she's being told that she has a story to tell so that other young women won't be subject to the same thing. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. What you also can't make up is that the NBA seems to think that you've got a owner that, after an investigation of 18 years of behavior, doesn't need to be removed from the league. Robert Sarver, who's the owner of the Phoenix Suns, was given a $10 million fine, which we know for an owner is like saying, give me $1.
Right.
And a 1-year suspension. But there are countless players and former associates, I mean, that have said that this guy was as bad, if not worse, as your boy who was in L.A. What was his name? Sterling.
Right.
And so there are a lot of folks in the league and around the league that said this is a slap on the wrist. Richard Jefferson made a statement that talked about, listen, he did all of these things within his role as leader, which were sexist, which were racist. And what I think is offensive to a lot of people, you all, is that there's something in the report that says it's just sophomoric and inappropriate, but it wasn't racist or sexist, which in itself is insane, as you're talking about 18 years of reports. And ultimately, I want to say it was Silver, but don't quote me on that, that said that he felt like this was not who he was now and he had evolved. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because I think there are going to be a lot of players, current players, that aren't going to stand for this. So we'll see what happens. Last but not least, before I get out of here, listen, a lot of you all still have not registered to vote. Want to make sure that you know you still have time. Please register to vote, even if you haven't had a chance to look at the ballot yet and know what's on it. Register so that you don't remove yourself from the opportunity to vote. We're less than 60 days away from an incredible election that's going to affect issues in your hometown and affect your family. So make sure you register to vote. Those are 3 things I got for you, Rick. Y'all have a great Thursday, and I'll check y'all next week.
Love you, Jeff.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 25 after the hour. We got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Here are your headlines this morning. Amtrak canceled all long-distance passenger trips in preparation for a potential strike by railroad workers. Good news is the strike appears to have been avoided. The Biden administration stepped in to help broker an agreement in the wee hours of the morning between rail workers and management. The deal avoids another major disruption to the U.S. supply chain, which would have sent prices even higher on many goods, and we definitely do not want that. In other headlines, Ricky, interest rates on 30-year home loans passed 6% last week for the first time since 2008, putting a major strain on the demand for housing. Internationally, China's President Xi Jinping, I hope I'm saying that right, and Russian President Vladimir Putin are set to have one-on-one meetings today to discuss the Ukraine war. Queen Elizabeth's two seconds coffin arrived in Westminster, where she will lie in state until her funeral on Monday.
Man, that casket finna go to Baltimore, then to Chicago.
On a world tour.
Woodlawn, 85 South. Dallas, and then down to Houston. Then we're going to take the casket from Dallas up to Oklahoma City, and then through Tulsa. Then we're going to hit Indianapolis. Everybody listen us on radio station there. Then we're going to cross on over to Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Cleveland. The casket will be there at the Cleveland Browns Stadium. And then we're going to move on over there to Gary, Indiana, and then shoot on over on the highway to Chicago. That ain't a 20-minute drive. Y'all line up, because they sent me the information. I got a whole route for the Queen. We're going to hit Baltimore, then we're going to go on down to D.C., straight down 95. We're going through Charlotte, Raleigh, North Carolina, and then we're going to move down to Columbia. We're going to hit Charleston and then down to Columbia, and then we're going to work our way through Jacksonville, Savannah, Georgia, and then we're going to go on down to Daytona Beach, and then we're going to end it at Hot 105 in Broward County and then Dade County. That's going to be 2 separate days for Queen Elizabeth funeral. Then we're going to hit Gainesville, up to Tallahassee, then across the Panhandle to Pensacola and Destin. Then we're going to hit the Gulf Shores, Louisiana, Lafayette. Queen is coming. Shreveport, the Queen is coming, and then on back over to Europe before they bury her. So everybody,
no, we gonna end it and park it at your house. That's what we gonna do.
The hell you ain't. I wish you would roll that doggone glass hearse in front of my house. I'll freak out. I'm so scared.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a trip. We're gonna be hearing about it until Monday. So just hold on through the weekend.
Oh yeah, they just added Memphis. They just added Memphis, Chattanooga, and Louisville, Kentucky. So,
yes.
The casket will be there, and everybody, in Dallas, 94.5, gonna be doing a live broadcast. Vita Loca gonna be standing at the end of the Queen casket with Vita Loca, Nanette Lee, Skip Cheatham, Skip Murphy. Everybody from Dallas gonna be there. It's gonna end at Cowboy Stadium. It's gonna be everybody. And then Steve Harvey's gonna do the eulogy.
We're gonna have it on the Tom Joyner cruise. I'll be up on the deck
in the Atlantic Ocean,
cruise.
the dolphins, the whales, they all gonna celebrate the Queen. That's what we gonna do. But I do want to end this on a lighter note. Ricky.
Right before the OJs perform.
Don't worry about it, Maria. Don't even worry about it.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about the World Health Organization. They said yesterday the end is in sight as COVID deaths worldwide fell 22% last week. That is the lowest number reported since everything came to a stop in March 2020. So that is really good news, and we're going to end the front page right there. All right, Roxy, what you got coming up in sports? I ain't talking to you, Ricky. Roxy, I'm talking to you. Roxy, tell me about
the baby. It's time for Roxy NFL Picks of the Week, baby. I don't give you the over or the under. I'm just going to tell you who's going to win the damn game. Let's go. Week number 2 kicks off tonight. NFL Thursday Night Football is my game of the week. Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh yeah, Justin Herbert is the silent killer at quarterback for the Chargers, but I'm picking Kansas City at home to win this game. Miami Dolphins, they will go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens. Dolphins are my sleeper team to watch out for this year. Tampa Bay over the Saints. Las Vegas Raiders over Arizona. Cleveland over New York Jets. Detroit Lions will beat the Washington Commanders. Cincinnati's gonna go to Dallas and embarrass them boys and demolish the Dallas Cowboys. Pittsburgh over New England. Indianapolis beats Jacksonville. The Los Angeles Rams over the Atlanta Falcons. Buffalo Bills will beat Tennessee. The Giants over Carolina. Denver over the Houston Texans. Philadelphia over Minnesota. And Seattle. It depends on who's playing quarterback. Seattle versus San Francisco. If Trey Lance is quarterback for San Francisco, they will lose the game. If Garoppolo is quarterback for San Francisco, Seattle's gonna lose the game. So in that big, flip a doggone coin.
That's all I got from a Rock T NFL Picks of the Week. Yeah, dog.
Special K. Special K.
Right between Music Soul Child and Keith Sweat. We're gonna have we're gonna roll the Queen out.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right.
Rickety tack.
All right. Yeah. I'm sorry, Brett.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett. And this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Abbott Elementary creator star Quinta Brunson took revenge on Jimmy Kimmel's Emmy prank with one of her own. Kimmel, who had distracted attention from Brunson's Emmy acceptance speech by lying pretend drunk on stage, was delivering his monologue Wednesday when Brunson appeared.
You know how when you win an Emmy, you only have 45 seconds to do an acceptance speech, which is like not that much time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get less time because someone does a dumb comedy bit that goes on a bit too long.
You know, I have heard of that happening.
You know, I have a couple of extra minutes to think. You know, a couple of extra people I didn't get to on Monday night.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
Take all the time you like. I'll go stand back here.
Thank you again to the Academy for this amazing honor and all of the fans of the show. Thank you. And we'll be right back with Emmy Award winner Quinta Brunson.
Wow. Well, y'all, following the monologue during their interview, Jimmy Kimmel apologized for the dumb bit, and he said he was sincerely sorry, but unfortunately, he will probably do something dumb again down the road.
That was a dumb comedy bit. People got upset and they said I stole your moment. I'm sorry, I did do that actually. The last thing I would ever want to do is upset you because I think so much of you.
Well, Jimmy, let me just say thank you. It is very kind of you to say that. I honestly was in such a moment of just having a good time. Like, I won my first Emmy. I was up there, like, happy. I was wrapped up in the moment, but honestly, I had a good night.
That's awesome. Well, Brunson also said that she and Kimmel had already spoke, but didn't detail their private conversation. And backstage at the Emmys on Monday, Brunson said the bit didn't bother her that much and noted that Kimmel has been a booster of her and her Abbott Elementary career. So that's what's up. I'm sure they just wanted people to know that there was no issues because it didn't bother them as much as it bothered everybody else. Ricky.
Hey, Brett, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Who gonna all sing at the Queen funeral special?
Keith Sweat.
What he gonna sing?
You know he don't do nobody. Right in the wrong way. Right in the wrong way. Silk gonna be there.
What they gonna sing?
Silk gonna do like a medley.
Who gonna read?
Jagged Edge gonna do Promise.
Who gonna read the cards off all the flowers?
Probably Faith Evans. She ain't doing nothing. She got a lot of time on her hands.
Don't do that now. Don't do that to my girl now.
She's not busy right now.
Yes, she is.
Oh, jeez, I'm crying down. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Because we got all these TVs on here and everything. It's just the Queen. I'm just sick of it. It's been 3 weeks. It's been a month.
They gotta let it go. They gotta let it go.
She's being honored all over her country.
My grandmama cooked breakfast and cooked meals for me and raised me. My grandmama only got 1 day. Why the Queen get a month?
We gotta call heaven and talk to James Brown.
The Queen.
See what he think about it. Like
the Queen of who?
England. Don't do that.
She did nothing for me.
She did something for us. She the queen of all queens, honey. There was no error, honey. We love
She was around when our grandmamas was around, you know?
Yeah,
baby.
70
Y'all don't
years.
think she did Princess Diana wrong?
I mean, I don't know they personal relationships. You know,
we stand up for Princess Diana.
You know what?
We upset.
We all learned to be a queen from the queen, huh?
Y'all what?
She put in a lot of work and went through a lot of stuff.
Learned nothing being a queen from the queen. I ain't seen you dressed like somebody on the missionary society.
Y'all. Coming up next, we got the praise mix down with the White Stone. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. All hail to the Queen. R.I.P.
Yes, honey, the
It's
Queen
the Rickey
lives
Smiley
forever.
Morning Show.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.